So let us create a motion graphics. Okay, a motion graphics output in Maya. Basically, motion graphics and all will be created using After Effects, um, Cinema 4D, Nuke, right? This kind of compositing softwares or VFX softwares. In Maya, you can create the footages of motion graphics. Okay. So same way, I'm just creating an emitter. I have an emitter here. And if you see, what emitter is this? Which emitter is this? Hello. You have to tell me which emitter is this. This is omni emitter. By default, when you create an emitter, automatically you get an omni emitter, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now today we will see the difference between cycle emission of. Cycle means what? Repeat, right? Uh,
Yes, sir.
now here, just observe carefully. When I play this, there are so many particles are emitting within a fraction of a second. That is, per second, 100 particles will emit. So many particles are emitting like within fraction of a second. And let's say, for example, if one particle emits in one direction, another particle will emit in another direction. It will, the second particle, assume sequential order. Assume there are 1000 particle or 500 particle right now. So when the first particle came out, just observe, when the first particle came out, the second particle is not following that. It is coming out in another direction, right? That is called cycle emission off. If I turn on this, within a fraction of a second, how many particles came out? Rest of the particles are following that. That is on, cycle emission on. Got it? Got the difference between these two?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what I'll do, instead of 100, I want 1000 particle to come out. So if you see here, there are so many particles. It's like a streak which is coming. Okay, let me make this as a 100 only for time being. Okay, later I'm gonna increase this. Okay, you are getting these many particles which are coming out. Now, all the particles are emitting from this particular origin, that is from the emitter. What I'll do, I want particle to emit little from somewhere here, all the particle. I don't want the particle to emit from the emitter. I need some space between particle and emitter. So that's the reason minimum distance 3, maximum 3 I'm giving. Okay. So now observe, particles are emitting from here. It's not emitting from the center. That means 3 unit gap is there. Means from here 3, assume if I take a sphere of the size 3, what is the difference here? In the perimeter, if you see 3 everywhere, from the origin, from the center of the sphere, 3 distance is there, right? So like that, like that, there is a the distance has been created here. So now after that, I'm okay with the speed. I'm not doing anything change here. Just omni, only 3 change I have given, nothing else. Now I'll come to particle. Instead of point, I want streak only. I'm selecting streak and I'm gonna increase the tail size a bit, and tail fade off I can give. So now if you observe, you're getting an output like this. It looks something different, right? I'm gonna turn off the grid so that it will look good, right? So see, you're getting an output like this. Later, if in the emitter, if I change this to 500 instead of 100, Wow. See, everywhere you're getting, this kind of streak, right? Let us create some change. Um, I want to add some noise in the movement of this. All these are moving in a straight line. I want to add some noise. To add some noise, I'm selecting this field. I'm selecting this particle and I'm going to fields. Can you tell me which one is a noise field in this? Which one creates noise? Means uneven movement. Can you tell me what? Which one?
The turbulence.
Very good. Turbulence creates uneven movement. I create turbulence, means I add turbulence to this particular particle. Now see the magic, what happens. See, how does it look? Because of the streak, particle streak, you get this kind of movement. If I increase the tail size, you get like this kind of movement. I reduce the tail size, I can increase the tail fade to -0. Width is okay. I'm okay with the width. I don't want to increase the width, so let it be 1. If I click on use lighting, you get this. Okay, I don't want to click on use lighting. That's okay. This is fine. Tail size is okay. That's okay. Fine. Okay. Great. You're getting an output like this. Right. Next, what I'll do, let's go to this one, lifespan mode. Okay. Live forever is there, no? Make it random range. 4/3 you give. And come over here, color. Let's click on this color. Add per particle attribute. Add attribute. You got RGBPP. Then right click here, create a RAM. Then right click, you have to edit a RAM. I'll give the same fire color. So that is this. This. Like this. Okay. So now I press 6 and I play. Observe, you're getting this output. It looks great, right? It looks good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So you can give multiple color option. I select the particle here. I can turn on use lighting. You get this, means multiple color option you can give. It looks good. In emitter, instead of 500, what I do, I make it 1000 now. It looks really cool. Lot of motion streaks you will be getting. See, right? And when I render this in hardware settings, Maya hardware with motion blur on, enable motion blur. And when I take a render, you get an output like this. I go to settings again. Okay. You get this kind of blur here. In compositing, anyhow, we can blur the entire scene. Okay. So this is one. If you want to change a color, again, come over here, go to edit ramp. I'm gonna close everything. I'm gonna keep only one, just yellow. And if you play, you're getting an output like this. And I turn on lighting, use lighting. Great, you get an output like this, see? Right. So have you seen Venom? There's a movie called Venom.
Yes, that's
Yes,
Lindo's
sir.
favorite.
Hmm? Yeah,
It's Lindo's favorite movie.
Lindo's favorite movie. Yeah, it's my favorite also. It's a good one. So either Venom or a space movie related to, I think, called Life. There, an alien will be there. It's like a blobby system. Okay, so we can create those kind of effect in this. So now, for example, instead of this, if I make this as a gray matter, instead of the color as yellow, I make this as a gray matter. So let's say I use this and I use this and black, and somewhere I can add some shiny material. So later when you play, like you get this kind of things. I can turn on lighting a bit. Okay, let it be. You get something like this. So shader part and all, we can work on the shader. It looks even better. Okay, like this. Okay, let me do one thing. I add some white color here. So here interpolation, I can give it smooth. Select here, select this, select this. Yeah, everything is smooth. That's okay. So you get like different sort of output. Okay. Or else you can retain the same as yellow, what you have done earlier. Like this. You can retain. Okay. So just play around with this. So we need this kind of motion graphics. Assume if I'm making 10,000. See the quality here. It's a big matter. Wow. Okay. So 10,000 is too much. 1,000 is fine. Let's play with this. So if I increase the distance, you have to play around with these values. Don't stick to this, whatever I'm doing. If you just change and play, it will be really fun. You can create beautiful things. So many things you will learn also. Okay. Now I'll show you another one. I have given turbulence, right? When you select the particle, you get turbulence. This is what we have applied. Magnitude represents the strength of the noise. If I add noise as 10, if I increase the noise, the movements will be really more. Means the noise is really more. Attenuation is a controller of this particular value, means turbulence. It will control the amount of noise. What if it doesn't control? If I make it 0, what happens? There's no controlation. Okay, controlling capacity is not there. You are getting a different sort of matter in this, right? Observe. Okay, you get a different output, right? So normally if you're trying to render using Maya software, assume you're using Maya software and you're rendering, you don't get anything because you need to select hardware rendering only. Okay, can you tell me why? Maya software rendering doesn't support multi-point, streak, point, sphere, sprite, streak. Maya software will support blobby surface, cloud and tube. Only these three. Maya hardware support rest of the things. Numeric is a non-renderable one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let me change this to 1, and noise ratio also you can define. Special effects, it's okay. This I make it 5 only. Let's play this. Cool. This is the output which we are receiving. See, all these are dying here, right? Because that's what we are given the value. See, it looks nice, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's what lot of things we can play here. Tail size, if I increase more, tail size like this. Okay, if I give the tail size in the negative value, so in this case, you get like this. Tail size is negative. Now tail size is positive. Okay, like this. So right now the streak width is 1. I can increase the streak width. So it looks good, even different. It looks so smoother. See, let's make it even different. So what I'll do, I'll make this as line width as 1 only. Instead of single streak, I give multi streak. So now observe multi streak. How does this looks? Multi streak. Let me reduce the tail size, and streak count I can reduce. Radius of that I can reduce. I can give some difference. So many things you can do. Go back to streak only. I can increase the width to some extent. Try this. I want you to do a play blast of this and share me the video. Okay. I need a play blast of this.
Yes, sir.
So even what I can do here is assume the 500 frames, right? Let me create a camera. Camera aim. My camera is here. Let me take this thing out here, and I'm gonna take the aim, and I'm gonna place the aim to the emitter. So panel, okay, select this camera. Panel, look through selected. Okay, first frame, I'm gonna set key here. I'm gonna play this set key. Okay, let me say to here, then here, set key, 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 then here, set key. So Understood? How to achieve this output? Hello? Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, no doubt, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna save this. That's RSTP batch to Maya Dynamics. Motion graphics. I'll save this. Okay. So do this. In the next class, I'll show you something different, even more interesting. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how do you feel working in Dynamics? Is it interesting or boring?
It's very interesting.
Good. Dynamics is pure science. It will be really interesting. Okay. Bye then. Have a great weekend. Okay.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye, sir.